had a vision. We had a vision that there were not enough places for children to be where they could have an opportunity to grow into a useful member of society. And when I say useful, not in the utilitarian sense, I mean someone who can bring a positive energy to a world that desperately needs as many people to be tuned into the needs of each other, the needs of themselves, and the needs of the environment to make this world a successful place. It was an opportunity to create a school that fulfilled the needs of a country, of a nation that is entrenched in Victorian values of education, that they had a set period in which to pass some very basic exams, but would see those exams and success in those exams as a byproduct of what was more important. In other words, their character, their morality, their choice, their sense of self-worth, their commitment, their ability to adapt, adjust, and continue to learn, and that kind of perseverance that is so difficult to teach. But if we could model the most supportive environment, and if we could model the respect that you need to have for your physical environment, the natural world, for each other and for yourself, that sets them up to be successful. So this is us. This is what we think is worth doing. This is worthwhile. This is worth spending a lifetime getting right. Creating an environment that you can send your children to and have a sense of it's the right place. They will come out of it better people, more experienced, more compassionate, with a strong moral character, and also with a recognizable certificate at the end that says, you know, I've done it, I've completed school, I can move on, I can achieve anything, I can do anything, I can go anywhere. Right from the start, designed from the bottom up, the learning environment. So, for example, we would use a large desk that you might see in a boardroom that people can sit around and work from. And you work with groups because communication, the respectful sharing of ideas, understanding one another's point of view, challenging your own beliefs and politely challenging other people's beliefs, well, that's fundamental to what we need in this, in the market, in the world, in human relationships. So that's what we did. Ownership of your learning environment. So our classrooms are designed to have an area where they can study quietly. They have their own kitchen, they have a lounge or a relaxation area. They have to keep it clean. They own that area. It's a sense of a home away from home. And so you don't have to be in a classroom to learn. I mean, everyone knows that intrinsically. So you can literally be anywhere. You can look around where I'm sitting now. This is effectively a classroom. It's a lovely little amphitheater. There's another spot up there that you can sit under a wild fig tree and study. These things are just everywhere. Big lumps of sandstone and limestone that have rolled down off the mountains over thousands of years. And the whole 10,000 square meters is covered in them. So what we did was we planned out where it would be nice to sit, and we used the natural rocks and we just arranged them in sort of semicircles that would encourage people to face each other and communicate. So every thought about maximizing a student's sense of place, which allows them to relax and to be receptive to new information, that's the physical learning environment. Then you back it up. And not only, of course, do you have teachers whose workload is carefully managed so they can, and small classes so they can pay attention to everybody and find out their learning needs and adapt to them. We also have taken technology and used it as best we can. So there are ways to manage content online where the students can look at the work before they get into the classroom and then actually have something to say about it. The classroom's a time to process and that information and to gain new understanding and knowledge by discussing it with the tutor. All that planning and all that information is neatly set out for them and accessible from anywhere, from any device. And that is the way we use technology. The technology doesn't replace the human interaction, nothing could, but it really does facilitate the student's resource. It's a learning resource. What we're about is the awareness of the need for a healthy lifestyle and to be physically aware of their bodies. And to that end, we have working quite uniquely for any school, working out of the school, two professional operations. One is called Core Power Training, which is Pilates. And Pilates is the most amazing exercise for the human body that I've yet to come across. And then Muay Thai. Now Muay Thai, we believe that martial arts has an intrinsic discipline and direction that very few other sports do. And we have a South African national champion who runs his Muay Thai studio from the school. And these are also our PE teachers. So in the end, there's the physical environment, there's the community of people, the management and the teachers, and then there's the learning resources, the textbooks, the online work and everything else. And then that all is like a pillar supporting the student, who can then, you know, with the best will in the world, have all the tools they need to succeed.